I'm Oksana and these are going to be my December favorites. I am trying not to repeat myself too much here. I do have a lot of the same favorites like for foundation and concealer that I'm just not mentioning because I don't want to tell you about the same exact thing every month. But there are going to be a few things that you have heard about before just because I just did a top complexion products video, so I have a few face products that I mentioned in that video that I will be repeating here, but everything else I'm pretty sure is new. So let me start with skincare actually, because I have some new products I'm going to tell you about from Sibu Beauty. I absolutely love their stuff. I got it during their Black Friday sale when it was 60% off, and I have been loving it. I have their moisturizer, the daytime facial cream, which is really nice, and it's moisturizing and it smells good and I just love it. I love their eye cream. I like my eye cream to be nice and heavy and really moisturizing. I have dry skin overall, and I like to put my eye cream on at night, right before bed. So if it's greasy, if it's heavy, if it doesn't wear well under makeup, all of that stuff doesn't matter to me because I'm just putting it on and going to bed. And I mean, this isn't particularly greasy, but it is on the heavier side, which I love because my skin is dry and it's just something that I really need. I know a lot of people rave about the 100% pure caffeine eye cream, which I've tried, and it was okay, but it wasn't, I didn't love it as much as I love this because that one is a lot lighter. And it's not anywhere close to greasy or heavy, you know, which might be nice if you're wearing it under makeup and, you know, you're putting it on in the morning. That might be nice for that, but for my purposes, I'm just putting it on at night, so the heavier it can be, the better. And I think it's just fantastic for moisturizing the under eye area. And then the last product from them is their soap. Cleansing Face and Body Bar is what it's called. This is just a solid product. I have a little sliver that I have on my sink that I'm using, and this is the remainder of the bar that I still have in the package. There is something about the way this smells that I just absolutely love. It's almost like a nostalgic scent. Like, I don't know what smelled like this when I was a child, but I'm pretty sure something did, because there's something about this that just, like, I don't know, it just makes me really happy. Does that ever happen to you with scents? And I don't know, I love the scent of it. It's not the reason that I like this soap. I mean, it's one of the reasons, but it's also a wonderful soap. I have been using, prior to this, the African black soap, and then I felt like it was getting a little bit too drying for me. So I got a clear gel Yes to Cucumbers cleanser, and that was okay. There's nothing wrong with it, but the cucumber smell, it kind of smelled not that great to me, and after a while it started to get really annoying. And so this, I think, is fantastic because it is not drying, even though it's a bar soap, just like my African black soap. This, I feel like, is less drying. It's not moisturizing, but I don't really like cleansers that are too, you know, heavy and too creamy and almost like leave your face oily afterwards, especially because sometimes I like to wear full face of makeup and I really need a cleanser that'll do the job of getting every last bit of it off. And I feel like this, like, it leaves my face squeaky clean, and that's what I like. So I think this is fantastic. And that is it for Sibu Beauty. I do have their liquid cleanser, which I have not tried yet because I've been loving the bar soap so much. I've been kind of sticking to that. Another thing that kind of falls in this skincare category is this little scrubby towel from Silk Naturals. I know I've mentioned it before, but this is just amazing, and what made me want to mention it again is I have been sick for the past like 2 weeks. I've had this awful cold that I just could not get over, and during that time I had a lot of videos pre-recorded. That's why you keep seeing them. If you notice, I'm wearing like the same green shirt in all of them. So my skin, I haven't been taking care of it. I haven't been wearing makeup or doing any skincare while I was sick just because I wasn't feeling up to it. And my skin got really dry and it was just like flaky. And when I did go finally to put makeup on the other day, I was like, this looks awful. Like, makeup looks awful on me now. What happened to my skin? You know? And I got this towel and I got my what is it called? The All Natural face food. That's what I have in my shower for kind of like gently cleansing my face. It doesn't take off makeup, but I wasn't really wearing any makeup. And it's the aloe and cucumber, I believe. I like that one. So I put that on just to kind of have something on my skin, and I got this scrubby towel, and I just scrubbed and scrubbed and scrubbed. And then finally, you know, when I was done and I put my moisturizer on and, you know, gave my skin, you know, a few minutes to kind of get over all the scrubbing that went on, my skin was phenomenal. And when I did put makeup on, it went on just fantastically. So this is a great scrubby product that doesn't require you to have any kind of, you know, actual scrub. Like, this will never expire, it'll never go bad, you won't run out of it. It's just really nice to have, and I think it does a really good job. And it's relatively scrubby, but I wouldn't say that it hurts or that it's, you know, like too much. I do like scrubs that, you know, I can feel them working. So if you like the really gentle, like the beads that you can barely feel, you probably will not like this, but you can use this on your body. This is great for the body as well. So I just love this. I think it's a phenomenal product, and I will have one in my shower at all times. So now moving on to the skin, or I mean the complexion products, the ones I mentioned in my top complexion video. This is a relatively new powder that I got during Black Friday. It's a baked foundation. It's called Color Tones Baked Mineral Foundation, and this color is called Dover Beige. And this is what the color looks like. You may not be able to see it very well, but it's kind of marbled, the powder. And this I got from Makeup Artist's Choice, but a lot of places sell this product. Rejuva Minerals used to sell it. They don't sell it anymore. That's where it was the cheapest, and now I think it's cheapest at Makeup Artist's Choice, but a lot of companies will sell this. So what I like about this, here's a quick swatch of it on the back of my hand. It doesn't give a ton of coverage. You can get kind of decent coverage out of it if you really build it up, but I really like setting my concealer and foundation, just other kind of liquid and cream type products. I love setting it with this powder because it has a really natural finish to it, just like a natural skin finish. And I think that it's, you know, fantastic in that aspect. It is a tiny bit too, just a smidge, I would say, too dark. I don't know if you can see it against like the paleness of my arm right here, but because it's relatively sheer, I think that it's forgiving, and this lightest shade works for me. But if you are paler than me, and especially if you're really planning to build up the coverage with this product, this may be a little bit too dark for you. I am wearing it today to set my foundation, you know, so you can see kind of what it looks like on, but I really love it because it's lightweight. It is also titanium dioxide and zinc oxide free, and I was really curious to try a powder that is just mica with like iron oxides, and I think there's some plant extracts and things in here, jojoba oil, green tea, that kind of stuff. But it's really, really nice. So I like it quite a bit. It's very natural. And then I am just obsessed with this bronzer from Bare Minerals called the Deep End. This is like the perfect contouring bronzer because it's really nice and brown, like a chestnut brown. There isn't really any orange to it. It's not too warm. I have been wearing this pretty much every time that I do my makeup. I contour my cheekbones with it. I contour my nose with it. I contour kind of like right here around my chin and sometimes a little bit on my forehead with it. I am wearing it all those places right now today on my face, And I think it's just fantastic because it looks natural. It just gives me that great effect that I want to achieve when I'm contouring. You know, it does the job. It has a little bit of like a satin type finish to it, but it's mostly matte, much closer to matte than to dewy or anything like that. So I just love it. It's perfect. And let's see, lip products. I want to mention a few lip products from Silk Naturals. So one of these, it's kind of recent. This is Icon, which is available with their clone set of the Naked 3 palette. I'm not sure if it is like right at the moment, but that's how it was originally, how it came out. And hopefully it will become part of the permanent collection because this is just a perfect pinky nude and it's just absolutely beautiful. It's hard for me to find nude colors that I really like, but this I think just is very flattering and I just really, really like it. And the lipstick All In, that was part of their winter collection, is just a gorgeous vampy like plum shade. Absolutely love that. And their lipsticks are super pigmented and they almost like stain your lips and they're very long lasting, and I believe that, I'm almost positive that All In does not have any dyes if you're concerned about dyes. And then lastly, Black Dahlia. This has been part of their permanent collection for quite some time, and I don't know what took me so long to try it. I think for some reason I thought that it was red or something, I don't know. But it is amazing. It is also a dark vampy plum, but it has this gorgeous, like very fine gold shimmer. I don't know how well that's gonna come across, but it is just beautiful. It almost gives it like a tiny bit of like a metallic effect. And there's just something about this, when I wear this, I absolutely love it. I'm gonna try and zoom in for you. So hopefully you'll get a little bit of a closer look at these lip products. You might not be able to see the gold shimmer in Black Dahlia. And then I have a few eyeshadows from Silk Naturals as well. Let me grab them all. So this one I keep meaning to show you guys, and I really need to do a video about, I have quite a few other eyeshadows that I need to show you that I've gotten that I don't have any videos on, because I got this, I believe, when I did my winter collection haul, and then I did a video on that collection. But this was one of those, when you spend $35 or more including shipping, you can choose any eyeshadow, and I chose it, and so I didn't mention it because it wasn't part of the winter collection, but it is called Specimen, and I pressed it, and this is just gorgeous. I am wearing it on my lid today, and I don't even know how to describe this. It's kind of like a beige with beautiful, kind of like a blue-green, not too blue, probably closer to green iridescence, and it is just really flattering and absolutely stunning. I love this color. And then a few more colors. One of these I'm wearing, this one, this dark color called Link. This is from their Naked 3 Clones collection. It's just a very dark, nearly matte, I guess kind of like a brown, but like a very cool brown. It looks like there might be like a hint of purple to it. I can't get it to swatch very well here. It has a satin finish, I would say. So I don't know how well you can see that, but I just really have been loving wearing this color in the outer V, which is how I'm wearing it today, and I've been wearing it for the past few videos that way. So it's just become my go-to outer V color. I think it's really nice and dark too. And then two more colors from their Naked 3 collection. These are not colors that I would typically wear, but I was just so impressed with the way that they ended up looking on me. So the lighter one is called Tweak, and the darker one is called Impact. And let me swatch them for you as well. And they are both rosy pink shades. So I'm looking for like a clean finger to swatch, so I don't want to get some of the other shades in here. There we go. I typically stay away from anything too pink, too rosy. This is Tweak and this is Impact, because I'm afraid that it's going to make me look like I've been crying. And I've had that problem with pinks before, but there is something about this, especially Tweak. I think it has a little bit of green iridescence to it, and green kind of neutralizes red, so it's still like a rosy pink, but it's not too red. And this one I've only worn in the crease because it's a little bit too dark for me to wear all over my lid. And even this one is a little bit on the darker side. I have to definitely put a lighter color, maybe like 1/3 of the way in, and mix like a lighter color with this on at least like half of my lid. But there is something about these shades that just make the green of your eyes stand out if you have green eyes, which I do. And the first time I wore them, for me, I choose eyeshadows based on liking the color. You know, oh, that's a pretty color, and sometimes you put that really pretty color on and you're like, oh, that looks really bad on me. But that's kind of my initial thing, is whether I like the actual color. And these were kind of ones that were just an okay color. I wasn't in love with the color just by looking at it, but once I put it on, the way it made the green of my eyes really pop, I was like, wow, I'm so glad I tried this. This is not something that I normally would reach for, but now that I'm wearing them, wow. And I'm not wearing them today because I am wearing that Specimen, but I am wearing these in my previous, lots of my previous videos, and I just love the effect that they have. If you have green eyes and you really want to make them pop, these are fantastic. And let me zoom in a little bit again so I can show you the swatches, hopefully. There we go. So we got Specimen and Link and Tweak and Impact. Next, I want to mention some brushes that came in the Coastal Scents Elite brush set. So I have been loving a lot of those brushes, but there's 3 that I want to mention. This one is S06. I'm not sure what else it's called. I feel like on their website they have other names too, but this is kind of what it looks like, and yes, it's dirty. This has become kind of like the perfect crease brush for me because it's a little bit on the skinnier side, but it's still like very fluffy, so it works really good for blending, but it's not too big, so you get a little bit more precision, so really love that. And then this one, super dirty, as you can see, is just a teeny tiny little brush. This one says S01 on it, and this has become a favorite of mine. It has Link eyeshadow on it, is why it's so dirty, for that outer V, because it's so small and precise, but you can still kind of blend with it a little bit, and this has just been perfect for the outer V. And this one, S03, is kind of like a fatter version of this other one. If you can see, it's like the jumbo version. And I really like this for setting my under eye concealer because it fits perfectly underneath my eye and it's tapered, so you're still getting like the bristles are what's the word for it? I'm pretty sure tapered is the right word, but it's not one of those like flat ones. It does pick up powder with the side of the brush, if you know what I mean, and so that makes it good for setting the under eye concealer, and it's a good size for it, so really, really like that. And then one last tool that I want to mention is the Beauty Blender. This is the white shade. I know it's typically pink, but now they apparently have a black and a white in addition to the pink, and I really like this. I kind of hate myself for liking it so much because it is really expensive. And I would have loved to say, oh, you know, this is nothing to rave about. use your dupes that you get from TJ Maxx or whatever, and, you know, forget about spending so much money on the real thing. I wish I could have said that because I like saving people money, but I love this, guys. It is different than the dupes. The dupes are a lot firmer, and this is like spongier and squishier and bouncier, if you know what I mean. And there are legitimately some products that I will go for the dupes because they just work better. Sometimes you just need a denser, firmer sponge, especially with a foundation that's a little bit harder to blend out, needs a little bit more pressure. But then with some of my other products, with my liquid foundation especially, I just like this. I honestly think that it works better. Now, it's not like a huge significant difference if, you know, this is too expensive and you can only get the dupes. I think the dupes have been like world changing for me. So if you haven't tried any sponges like this, you are going to love them, and I think they're fantastic. But if you already have sponges like this and you're thinking, you know, should I get the Beauty Blender? Is it different enough, or am I just going to be paying obscene amounts of money for the same exact sponge? This is different, and it does work differently. Whether you're going to love it or not depends on the kind of makeup that you wear, because, you know, we're all different. But for me, I really like this, and I'm really glad that I bought it, and to me it was worth the money. So that is that. And then lastly, I have a food favorite. This is the chocolate Sunbutter bars from Enjoy Life, and they are non-GMO project verified. They are dairy-free, nut-free, soy-free, and gluten-free. And I just think they are fantastic. They taste so good. If you want a snack, you know, some kind of sweet treat, these are wonderful, and the ingredients are natural. The only drawback is they are not organic, but at least they are non-GMO verified. And let me tell you, in one bar, there is 9 grams of sugar and 140 calories. So I just think they're just so good. And almost forgot, because it's not right here in front of me, I'm wearing it. My last favorite that I want to tell you about is this dress that I have on, and you're not going to be able to see all of it because I can't zoom out far enough, but it is from Black Milk, which was a huge splurge. It was kind of my like Christmas / birthday, my birthday's in January, splurge present. I got really excited when I saw that Black Milk had N7 Mass Effect stuff. I love Mass Effect. It's one of my favorite video games, and their clothing is just so cute. They kind of specialize in this really stretchy spandexy type material. It's very like bodycon type stuff. They generally have, they have dresses like this, which is just like a very fitted dress. They have bathing suits, which is just like this at the top, but the bathing suit at the bottom. And they have leggings. That's kind of the like 90% of what they have. I think there's a few other things here and there, but I am in love with their stuff. I wish it wasn't so expensive so I can get more, but it's really, really expensive. And I'll have some videos coming on it in the future, as well as some alternatives, like some dupes for their stuff potentially, because their stuff is probably not something that a lot of people can afford. It is in Australian dollars, so I think the dress was like 90 Australian dollars, which maybe something around there, or like 100, I don't know. It works out to be a little bit less than that if you convert it to US dollars, but still like $80, $90 roughly. Shipping was free, so I got this and the bathing suit, and I really, really want the leggings, but I just couldn't justify it. I was like $180, I think I spent US dollars for the both things, something like that. And I might get the leggings. My dad was asking me what to get me for my birthday, and I was thinking, maybe the leggings. So I'm not sure. If I end up getting those, I'll show them to you as well. But I just love the material. It's just such a flattering, stretchy, like very, you know, body hugging material. And I love the design because N7 Mass Effect. So this is just, I'm just so excited about this. So excited. I wish it was in winter, and I had a place to wear it to. It's not something you can exactly go grocery shopping in, but I just love it. I'm so excited about this dress, so I wanted to mention that as well. And that is it. Those are my December favorites. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.